Hi everybody, I'm Gavin Fleig. I'm the incoming CEO. I start in 11 days, which I've had to remind Gary and Declan and Mervyn for a long time. I chose to leave City Football Group, where I've been for 17 years. I joined CFG, which was originally Man City, in 2008. So I've been privileged to be part of an unbelievable journey in a great sports organisation. But I think the essence and the intent of what I heard in my first conversations with Gary, Declan and Mervyn, and what I feel around this table are the reasons why I'm here. I generally believe that if you've got the right people around the table, you can become elite. And I want to try and prove that regardless of where you start from, you can achieve something special. So look, my responsibility on a day-to-day is to try and lead this club forward for all of you and deliver something that the fans of Salford are proud of. Good afternoon. So it's my first full afternoon with the Academy. Today's really understanding where we are, what we need to do over the next 6 months to make some immediate impact and where we want to be in the next 5 years, in line with the first team strategy, really to be sustainable at the highest level we can in EFL. And as we know, that all starts with the Academy.
So this gets split into 2 classrooms. We have first years and second years doing their education. So they'll do 9 till 12.
When does it stop? Stop now. You know when it gets to the top? No. Yeah, you got to put milk in it.
So who's out here currently, Jamie? Who's on the grass?
So we've got 18s and 6 development players. We've got the 2 grass pitches, which we're kind of like working between. So Mersey Valley have 1 team that play here on a Saturday. We were at 9 facilities last year. We've got that down to 5. It's a lot of logistical work. It's a lot of planning, but we have to be because of the amount of movement that we have of going around Manchester for different sites, and also for the amount of different movement we have of boys playing across age groups.
Would all this movement actually take away development time with the boys on or off the grass, so it just makes it harder to deliver the same programme?
It just makes it harder, yeah. And also, like from a staffing point of view, as a Cat 3, yeah. We pretty much work off a skeleton staff. So again, you're asking staff to wear 2, 3, 4 different hats in the daytime to make sure we can run the programme that we want to run. We have to accept that we don't have an academy yet that is developing top young players. I do think us building a core of permanently contracted players, the right characters, has to be our way forward, because that's how you build stability in the dressing room. I've been involved in too many teams before where you rely on the loan market and every year 6 go and 6 come. And if you're in a difficult spot, sometimes those players are like, you know what, I'm not here next year, I'm not really in for this. So we need people that are kind of invested in the journey.
I know how important the academy is, and you know how important, you've been part of a club that what you built there and what you helped build there is very special. But one thing we do know, even though City were able to bring in the best players, the academy players are so important to a club. It's so important to the community, so important to the fans.
Yep.
And there's no better moment that when you see a young kid that has come through an academy at a club come into the first team and do well.
Green, Joel, you stay as a floater. In blue. Yeah, please.
We want the academy to be the foundation of the club. Yeah. It's crucial for any club, but for us, but for us in particular, it's going to be massive. And we've got such a big opportunity given the hotbed of talent in the north.
Yeah, I think the environment is so important, and creating the right environment, creating an environment where boys look forward to coming to, and the same for staff as well. I think that's the big thing: keeping the staff motivated, keeping the staff wanting to come to work, and to a good environment. It's a big thing for me.
Just hold it there.
This is our opportunity at the start of the week as a leadership group to be aligned on what our week looks like. What I think the staff need and what we should give them is clarity on where we're going, why we go in that direction, what's going to get us there, and what role you are all going to play in it. I actually would like to hear the areas of concern or ambiguity that staff have. I think that's important, and then it's on us to go back and give clarity to the all staff, or say we need to improve this and here's how we're going to go and do it. Famously at City back in the early days, the owners came and Phil Foden was pointed out as a 10-year-old. There's one day he'll play for the first team.
Marshall made his debut last year, the youngest player to play in the FA Cup, and Marshall is a leader. He's someone who will roll his sleeves up, and for me, he's Salford.
Kyro's going to play this evening. What's Kyro's journey?
So Kyro came to us as a scholar. You can see all his attributes are his absolute pace, blistering pace, and he causes no end of problems for defences. Kyro's shown that
he can now comfortably, we could say, go and play in the league as a winger, as a wing back, or as a second centre forward.
What do you think is going to be our biggest challenge holding on to our best talent? What do you think we as a club need to do to retain these boys?
I think facilities is a massive one. Games programme, being able to offer like tours, tournaments, those kind of things that entice boys to want to stay with you. We're massive believers in, good footballers are good learners. And education is so important for us to want to develop them as much off the pitch as on the pitch.
Will Wright is the most recent amazing story of a 17-year-old boy that's just been sold to Liverpool. Now in the future, Will Wright stays with us and he plays in our first team and he's scoring goals in League One for sure. But actually, Will going to Liverpool is an amazing story for us to tell about the opportunity that we have, which is to get into the first team and play senior football really quickly.
Look, at the end of the day, if a Man United or an Everton comes knocking on the door, if it kills them to leave you, then we've probably done our job.
We're developing players for the Premier League, that's the ultimate.
100%.
At some point they have to step out.
And I think that's as much a success as someone making a debut or someone getting a first pro contract. That is a debut, and I think we have to be very clear and very aligned on that so we can give that to the staff, because staff, fans might see that as a negative. Well, what's the point in our job? What's the point if we just get going to develop players for other clubs? But actually it's a success.
I think over the next 3 years, I would like us to see a core of academy players coming in and being the 4 or 5 players in the bottom end of this squad getting minutes. I think we need to bring the academy alongside the first team. I think we need to really invest in our scouting in the local region. Man City and Man United sweep up this market, and they always will. But there's only so many spaces at every age group, 25 players. There's a lot of other players that are currently going to Bury, Rochdale, Bolton, Blackburn, Preston. They should be and they will be coming to Salford, because I think we'll have a much more compelling offer for them.
Right, see you in 2 hours. Cheers, pal. A lot to take in. I think the opportunity we've got here to do something special is really quite big.
It's about the storytelling. If we can get a great story throughout this, then only gives us the opportunity to bring in these young kids at our academy at young ages, and then proving that we have opportunities for them in the future. I think that's a really important part.
We're playing in a cup game tonight. There's 5 young lads who are in the squad. And it's important to us to make sure that the next generation of our football club is supported by our academy.
I played in non-league and got picked up from the B team.
For me, I've been here since 17 years old. I joined at 17, I came from London. They signed me, and I've been here for 4 years now pretty much. Looking to break through pretty much, but yeah, just enjoying it.
Young lads get an opportunity with the first team football, and playing with older men. It's obviously good for experience.
You get like the most opportunities you can. You got to take them and show the manager why you should be, competing for a place in the league as well.
I expected to play tonight. They're a good team. They got really strong. Some of you have probably got a divine right to knock on my door. You should be playing maybe, but now's your chance to show me where you're actually at.
Tell me about Stockport, a bit of a local derby.
From Cheshire, aren't we? Not from round here.
You join us here on a Tuesday evening for Salford returning to Virtue Trophy action tonight as the Amis host Stockport County. Jay Bird on the right hand side with time, crosses the ball into the box, and there's Malcolm. It's got to bring to Osterfield. Osterfield creates an opening for a shot into the bottom corner, and Salford City take the lead here.
Well done, Jay Bird.
How important is it to have a good academy?
You got these lads. Turks, tell them to be careful when to go and when not to. I think it's the most important thing for a club to have that identity to be able to bring players to. Like the gaffer always said, if you've got them early, got them young, they're loyal to you. Loyal to the team.
Yep. And that is half time here. So far so good for Salford.
When did you sign here? I think it's the game before the season started.
Cats, did you used to play for him?
Yeah. Manager for
well,
this thing.
he trained for me. He didn't really play.
I didn't really play. I think I played one match, but yeah.
You played, the commentary game.
Yeah.
In the cups, you came on.
And I tried to claim the goal. It was our own goal, but I tried to claim it.
Every club will now, obviously we want to get promoted this year, but we can't get promoted and disregard any opportunities for young players. So we have to do both. And then the club will say, oh, well, now we need to stay in the league, so we can't play young players now. And oh, now we're trying to, but we need to keep both hand in hand all the way through. But we have a coach that really believes in youth development, which is really important.
That's fun. Good. Hope I see you again ready. Yeah.
Over the top there by Turton, gets it to Siri. Siri on the right hand side, looking for the run from Woodburn, and the referee points to the spot, and Salford have an opportunity here to double their lead. Jay Bird steps up, puts it straight through the middle. He's been really looking for that first goal for the club. He's got it tonight, and Salford take a 2-0 lead here. Carl giving an opportunity here for Jacob Lara, as well as Callum Sesse and Luke Garbutt. Garbutt with time brings the ball down and plays it down the line for Bird to run onto. Onyango though has pace, but Jay Bird has strength, and Jay Bird wins the ball back. Bird to Osterfield. Finds Sesse. Sesse might go for goal. No, puts it on his left, then back on his right into the penalty area. A give it a go with Siri, and that is a delightful goal from Salford City. Superb play all round there, and it's 2 wins from 2 for Salford City. A 3-1 victory tonight against near neighbours Stockport County. Salford City 3, Stockport County 1.
Great game, mate.
A first team performance, it's what you hope for in these games really. No injuries, young players made an appearance. Some of the players that we've been hoping can impact in front of goal have made a mark tonight, both of Nico and Jay. So yeah, all in all a really good night.
A really, really strong performance, a really good performance, and a fantastic win. Just do the right thing now in the build-up to the game on Saturday. Well done.
Can't.
Sit down, mate.
Carl Hawley, who's a better manager?
Who?
Carl
Don't
Hawley.
do that. Wow.
Yeah, good.
In a bit.